Hey guys, Comic Book Steve here again with another haul. We're going to start off with some new releases, and I got some back issue books from eBay and from Boston this weekend. Yeah, so let's go off with new releases. Got SpiderMan Deadpool _1. I really enjoyed the book. I think the writing was awesome and the art was awesome. Not a huge Deadpool. He is a fool. Deadpool fan. Since he's become this anti-hero, which has been, for a while. He's kind of this like fourth wall breaking comedian. I really liked him in the 90s. He was one of my favorite villains. I had all his appearances except for the first appearance. I used to collect X-Force just when he would appear. But then he became this like non-villain, so I wasn't too crazy about that. And I'm still not, but I liked his portrayal here, so I will continue this book. A-Force #1, also fun, not anything crazy to say about it. I still love that they're using one of the Runaways in this book. She didn't appear in this issue, but I'm sure, since she's on the cover, I'm sure she's on the team and she'll be in the first arc. And Totally Awesome Hulk #2. I like the series. I like this issue better than the first one in the series. So I will probably continue it throughout the first arc. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, didn't blow me away, but I thought it was alright. And the art's awesome, so that's worth the price of admission anyway. That's it for the new releases. They also had a second print of Totally Awesome Hulk #1 that I almost got because I only had one copy, but I tried to restrain myself a bit. Trying not to get too many new releases. I like second prints, but this one, if you know the regular cover of Totally Awesome Hulk #1, it's the same thing, just with the logo being colored differently, which is normal for second prints. But I'm not gonna buy it off the shelf unless it has like a brand new cover for the second print, or if it's something that I'm really interested in. Like, I think they're doing a second print for Spider-Gwen #0 that I'll probably pick up whenever I see it on the shelf. But I think I've heard that Marvel's going a little crazy with second prints lately, and I don't know if that's because they've caught on to like the speculator market after Captain Marvel #17 second print went crazy. Maybe they feel that now people are going to watch out for those subsequent printings, and so they're trying to feed that itch by saturating the market or oversaturating the market. I don't know, speculation, but it seems weird that I saw an article yesterday that they're doing a second print for Secret Wars 8 and Amazing Spider-Man 6, which just came out on Friday. So do they need to do a second print that quickly? I don't know, but we'll see where that goes. I'll probably be a little more selective of which second prints I get. That's it for the new releases. Next up, we got some older books, back issues. This one, Amazing Spider-Man 700, I got it was cover price, but it was 50% off that, so it was about $4. It's the fifth printing of Amazing 700. I had my eye on this a bit when I was going through reprints of Amazing Spider-Man issues. I didn't realize that they went this high in print subsequent printings for 700. I will probably try to get them all eventually. I usually see them, except for this one. I don't see this one very often. And the 400 variant, the Amazing 400 variant, second print of 700. So the theme was that each printing did like a cover swipe of one of the other anniversary issues from the Amazing Spider-Man run, which was really a fun idea. And it almost seems like they were doing the second prints or the subsequent printings just so they can do them all. I mean, once they got to the fourth printing and they only had one more to do, maybe someone was like, "Come on, guys, let's just put it out." I think the only one that they didn't cover swipe was Amazing 200, which, I mean, they should have. I mean, they did most of them anyway, so why not just do that one and call it complete? But anyway, this is the rarer one, not that that really means anything. And again, I do see the other ones and I want to get them. The problem is in the back issue bins, they're usually about $9, $10, $12, probably because the cover price was $8 anyway. So if I see them for like $5 or under, I'll probably grab them. But I'm not going to pay around 12 for you know, just a reprint book that I don't really need. The next up we got Amazing 613. This is a 1 in 10 variant, I think, from the Gauntlet storyline. This was cover price, and it was half off that, so it was about $1.50. Not too bad. I got these at the New England Comics in Cambridge, or near the Harvard station, near the Red Line, or on the Red Line. That store usually has pretty awful back issues, but every so often they have like a second print or something in their back issue bin for Amazing Spider-Man, so I grab it, but they don't really have a lot of like older stuff. Then this one I got from the Million Year Picnic. This is Amazing 621. I think I paid $2.50 for this. It was just one that I didn't have that I don't see too often. It's not rare or anything, but it had Black Cat on the cover, so I thought I'd grab that, fill in some more gaps. Then we got Amazing 566. Another one I don't see around too often, but it's not like an expensive book. It could be just the stores I'm frequenting that do not have it in stock often. But anyway, I thought I'd grab it while I could. I think this one was about $3.50 or $4. There's one more from Million Year Picnic. This one I just thought the cover was cool. Venom 16. I got this, yeah, mostly because the cover was cool. I do like the Flash Thompson Venom, at least in this costume, so I thought that was a fun one to grab. And the rest of these are all from eBay purchases that I got with my... Actually, no, I'm sorry. There's one more from Boston this weekend. Miss Marvel #2 variant. I was super happy to find this. I gave up finding it when they came out. This issue came out on New Release Day a couple of weeks ago. I didn't see it in 2 of the Newberry comics that I go to, or any of the New England comics that I go to. And it goes for about $20 on eBay. But we were, like I said, we were at Harvard, or around Harvard, and there's Newberry there as well. So there's like 3 comic shops like right near each other. There's Newberry, there's Million Year Picnic, which is a pretty cool old store, and there's New England Comics. So we hit them all up since we were just walking around. And I was looking through their limited back issue bin at Newberry, where they keep like, you know, stuff within the past like 4 months that hasn't sold. They make like a bin for it and just put them all in there. So I was just looking just for funsies. I wasn't expecting to buy anything, and I see this guy, and I was surprised at first, and then I was like, oh no, this is gonna be like at least $15, and not gonna go for that. And I was really surprised to see it was $5.99. You know, I'm trying not to get variants, but I really like Carol Danvers. I love these 92 variants. I try to get the ones that I'm really interested in. This was one of them. I love J. Scott Campbell, so can't be a J. Scott Campbell Miss Marvel cover, or Carol Danvers version. This is the Warbird costume, and I honestly don't know what issues during what run she was wearing that, but I think it looks cool. So it was a great find. It was the happiest find that I found in any of the stores I went to over this past weekend. So that was very cool. Like I said, it goes for about $20 on eBay. I don't know how that'll hold up. Maybe it'll go a little higher than that once the Carol Danvers Captain Marvel movie gets announced. Who knows? But either way, this is one for the personal collection, and yeah, I was happy to find that. Very surprised. Very, very surprised. Now these are the eBay purchases I got. I got 4 here. Let's see. We'll start off with this was a 3 bunch that a 3 comic lot that I got. Basically got it for this guy here. Paid $40 for the lot of 3. This is obviously Amazing 361, the first appearance of Carnage. I had this off the shelf when I was a kid. I didn't take good care of my books back then. I do have the second print now, so that fills up the number. That fills up the number place. So I didn't feel like I needed to get the first print to complete the run, or to try completing the run. But it bothers me that I didn't have the first print anymore. So when I saw it in a $40 lot, I thought I'd snap it up. It's a pretty decent copy. It's probably fine. There are some creases in the top left corner. I don't know if you can see them. There is actually a little tear down at the bottom of Carnage's knee, which I didn't notice before, but it's not terrible. Some spine roll going on. But overall, it's a pretty decent copy. I'm happy with it. I think there was some discoloration I thought I saw on the cover, but I can't find it now. So I guess it wasn't that bad. But anyway, yeah. So I was happy with that. Finally had that back in my collection. And the other 2 that came in that lot aren't quite as amazing. Amazing, you get it? Actually, they are amazing. They're all amazing. Amazing 345. This is the second appearance of Cletus Kasady. I already had this one. One of the reasons that this lot caught my eye was that not only did it have the Carnage first appearance for $40, where usually that alone will go for $40, but these next 2 issues have the Mark Jeweler variant, or Mark Jeweler insert, which they're definitely rarer. They don't always go for more. Sometimes it's just like an oddity, like a newsstand edition. Like, you know, if you have a hot book and it's a newsstand edition, maybe it'll be worth more, or, you know, probably be more sought after. If you have a hot book that's a Mark Jeweler book, you know, that version will probably be worth more than the other version, because, you know, it's a rarer copy of a key book or something. But anyway, so this one has the Mark Jeweler insert, and so does this one. And this was another reason that I bought the lot. Amazing 344. This is one I've been looking for a while, and it's not hard to find. I was looking for it for a good price. You know, I didn't want to pay more than, I didn't even want to pay $5 for it. I was convinced that I could find it for like $4 or $3 if I go to the right place or go to a sale. But I've been looking for it it's been on my radar for like a year, and I haven't seen it for anything less than $5. I probably should have picked it up for the $5 that I saw it at. That was at the Boston Comic Con, but I skipped out on it. But I like this copy. Like I said, it has a Mark Jeweler variant, so that's cool. Yeah, so that was fun. Yeah, I think that was a good purchase. $40 for all 3 of those. The first Carnage, and the other 2 with the Mark Jeweler variant. So I was happy with that. And then the other 2 we got here. This one's really fun, and I don't know how many people know about it. Amazing Spider-Man #1 from the second series, the Authentics edition. Now this is I don't know who put this out. I don't know if it was like Dynamic Forces or something. I know there's a Dynamic Forces cover. But anyway, I don't know. This just looks awesome to me. I mean, it looks like one of those blank covers that John Romita did a sketch on, even though, you know, it's printed on the cover. I guess they can do a little like coloring or, you know, sketch down there if they wanted to, if you took it to a convention. But it was just a cool variant that I wanted to get. I saw it on eBay one day, and I was like, wow, you know, I'd like to have that. It looks pretty neat. I didn't want to pay the prices that a lot of them were asking. They usually ask for like 100, 60, 70, 80. I think most of them were 80. I paid 50 for this. I just figured I'd give the guy the best offer. I tried to go up for 40, and then we ended up working up to 50, and I was like, okay. So this was with my PayPal money from selling all my like vinyl and Marvel Legends toys. I mean, I didn't blow all of it on that. Certainly, I got more than $50 and all that selling, but I definitely used some of it to get this guy. And it's interesting because we're gonna flip it open here. They've got, it starts off with the panels being roughly drawn or like just penciled, and then as you move through the book, let's see here, you'll start getting towards some of the pages are inked, and then it keeps moving along until the last few pages are completely like colored and inked and everything. More inked pages. Then you get, it starts going into like the color test pages. And then you move further along, and then you get the regular, these pages are finished colors and all that fun stuff. So I think it's a really cool idea for them to do like a special edition of. I almost wish they would do that more often. It's got like a picture on the back too. It comes with a, or at least the one I got, came with a authentic, God, I can't talk, certificate of authenticity. So it's, I think it's out of 6,000 or 3,000, not, oh, there we go. So one out of 6,500 copies. So yeah. So that's a fun book. I don't see it in the wild. I've only seen it on eBay. I'm sure at conventions they want a crazy amount for it. But you can, if you're patient and you're looking for it, you can find it through auction. Probably around 30. I think I sold some of them being sold for. But I didn't want to wait for an auction to show up, so I just got the best offer deal. So that was $50 again. I'm pretty happy with that. Then the last one we got here is my favorite of the bunch. So I'm trying to get Amazing Spider-Man 200 to 700 complete. I've got a few gaps. I've got a number of gaps, but I'm trying to, now that I have this like collection of money that I'm gonna spend on just buying eBay books, I'm trying to get the major ones out of the way. I have the first appearance of Venom. I have the first Carnage. I have the Silver Surfer Carnage issues. I have a few other ones that are harder to get, but one of the major ones that I didn't have was the first appearance of the Hobgoblin. So I had to knock that off the list. I wouldn't be able to sleep well if I spent all that money and I didn't get 238. And this does have the tattoo. I was debating for a long time whether or not that actually mattered to me for filling up the number gap. But I was like, you know what, if I'm going to get it, might as well try to find one with the tattoo. I paid $70 for this, which is not bad. I think it's near the upper tier of how much this goes for. I've seen some sell in auction for $80, $90, higher grades of course. This one's pretty high grade. There's nothing like crazy wrong with it. The corners are a bit rounded, not like crazy bad, but yeah, I think there was some bends on the back, not like some very light bends, not super terrible, but yeah, I would put this at a fine plus, very fine, probably very fine minus, fine plus, somewhere around there. But I'm not super good at grading anything, so yeah, I'm super stoked to have that. So that's a big one off my 200 to 700 list. The other ones I need are those friggin' J. Scott Campbell Black Cat covers, the 9/11 issue, $2.99 is a decently big one, and I think that's about it for like the major ones I'm missing. After that, it'll be fairly easy. It'll just take, I think the biggest gaps I have are in the JMS run from the early 2000s. Those are usually pretty cheap, so I'm saving those for last because they interest me almost the least, because they're easy to find and they're not, they don't go for a ton. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and yeah, take care.